How's it going, my people? This is your boy Wired Up, and welcome to another episode of Wired Up TV. This is a Joe Gracia production. Yep, Joe Gracia production. Thank you, Joe. This is a Joe Gracia production. Big shout out to the homie Joe. Anyways, guys, let's get right down to it. I asked Joe. Well, I didn't ask him. He actually sent this to me and told me, Wired Up, did you know that Biggie allegedly, out there the rumors go, he might have wore the jewelry that was stolen in the 1994 Quad Studio shooting? Did you know that, Wired Up? Did you know that, Danny? And I go, Joe Gracia. I did not know that, but I have heard about that. But I don't physically, literally know if that's true or not. Right? And of course, neither did Joe. He was just bringing it up to my attention that this is what's being said, and this is what's going on out there, and this is the thing that people are talking about. So, the Wired Up TV team, Joe, Todd, Rosemary, Jose Salcido, all of us, man, we don't come out and say this is true. We're coming out and showing you stuff that's going on, okay? And then we go out and investigate it. Now, this is very trippy to me, man, because of the simple fact that, look at the chains right here. Look at Biggie, look at Pac. It's the exact same freaking chain. Do your research, y'all. It is so trippy. And, of course, one question that I had to Joe, when because we're going to show you other pictures where there's rings that Biggie also had that Pac had. It is funny that he wore it after the Quad shooting. All this, the jewelry that Big came out with was after the Quad shoot. And I'm like, Joe, Pac is a lot skinnier than Big. How would his rings fit? I can understand the chain, but what about the rings? And he goes, well, Danny, dude, you can alter rings. You can fix them. And I was like, well, duh, that's so true. So it is very possible that he could have done this to Tupac, because Big, he told you, man, he wasn't a talker. Puff Daddy said it himself. Bad boys move in silence. Let me repeat that to you. Puff Daddy said it himself. Bad boys move in silence. Do your research. So, Biggie was the type to always throw indirectas to Pac in slick little sly little verses in his music. And I would not put it past him to also wear the jewelry that was robbed from him in pictures and stuff like that to show Pac, yeah, it was me. Now what you gonna do about it? You locked up in prison and I'm making the money and I'm wearing your jewelry. That's what you get for saying you F my girl. Well, Pac said he F'd his girl after he got out of prison, but still, Biggie was still wearing his jewelry, still taking pictures for magazines. So, look, this is what you get for saying that you F my girl. I don't know about you guys, but if somebody says they F my wife, that pisses me off, and I'm not just gonna let it go. And I don't really put it past Biggie just to go, let's just go ahead and let it go. I know Biggie took his revenge in his own ways. How? I don't think we don't know yet. I can only, assume and give you my perception, my opinion on what I believe happened, but we don't actually know, okay? So, but we are trying to find out. But anyways, as you can look at the chain, it is the exact chain. I mean, it's really trippy, y'all, that, this goes on right in front of our eyes. But I really think it was mainly for Pac. Biggie was trying to show him, look, man, you think you're Mr. Fly, you think you're Mr. Big Talker. I'm wearing the jewelry that was robbed from you, dog. Yeah, I did put a hit out on you. Now what? If you hear the song Who Shot Ya? Man, if I was Pac, I would have took it the same way. But look at this ring right here, all right? Let me circle it for y'all. So as you guys can see here, look at that. The same freaking, dude, that is the exact same ring. Now, I'm from LA, right? And right now I live in Arizona. So, and I came here when I was fairly young. I was about 19 years old. So I've been in both, and I've also been to Mexico. I've also stepped foot in other states of the United States of America. So I know the culture. And I've never seen a culture where people use the exact same rings. You know how some people buy the same kind of shoes, the Timberlands, the Jordans, same kind of hats, the fitted hats, the ripped, skinny jeans. but never the same jewelry. Yes, people buy the same, kind of jewelry like gold, platinum, diamonds, but never the exact same jewelry. These guys wore a lot of the same rings. Now, we couldn't find the rest of the pictures. We just did this video real quick, but look at these two rings. Okay, and why is Biggie, look at the pictures, always having to floss the rings, right? In the way that kind of Pac did it. Okay, let me repeat this again. You guys tell me, especially you young guys or you older guys that were around in the 90s, was it fashionable to buy this kind of ring? I could understand the Versace shirts. Like I said, clothes, different shoes. People buy the same kind of Jordans, same kind of Versace shirts, but the exact same kind of ring? There's millions of different kind of rings. Biggie could have bought a ring that said Big Papa. Biggie could have bought an all gold ring that was different, but a freaking ring exactly like Pac had is really crazy. And you don't see this ring after the 1994 quad shooting because it was stolen, right? Everything Pac had in his freaking other jewelry was stolen. Okay? Everything. So, look at this, man. It is really trippy. We're going to show you more pictures of where this ring is also flossed. And excuse me, guys, I'm smoking. But it's really crazy, man. And I would not put it past him because I'm thinking, if a man will go on, and I'm just talking about if a man in my life, let's say a man tells the friends around my circle, which would be around 40, 50 people, I would want to go beat this guy up, toss him in a trash can, do so much damage to this guy if you're going around telling everybody he did my wife, and it's actually true. But Tupac said it on wax, on records, and he sold millions of records. And he said it on TV, in indirect ways. And he had it on magazines. So millions, billions of people know Biggie knew this. I'm pretty sure Biggie just didn't say, it's not true, let it ride. Puffy said it himself, I will repeat it again. Bad boys move in silence. I think Biggie did this to get back at Pac. At first I was really adamant, and Joe Gracia knows, I told him, I don't think it's true, I think it's silly. Why would he go through all this? But then I started really thinking about it. Well, Pac did say he did his wife, and amongst other stuff. So, who knows? And look, here are these pictures again. And this is from another picture. You see the little one in the middle of Pac kind of praying? Look at the ring over here, watch. It's the exact same ring again. These are two completely different pictures. Excuse me, on both sides. You can't even see Biggie's face in this picture. All you see him is throwing up the W. Okay, people can say he's throwing up the Mafia for Junior Mafia. Okay, but why is it so much of an emphasis to show that hand with the ring that Pac has? These are signs we're not going to understand. If you go around picking up a magazine, you see this guy flossing, we're not going to understand it. We're not going to be like, oh, well. Just like this. Let me put this as an example. Let's say me and you were homies, right? For 2 or 3 years, right? I got this necklace that I always wear, right? You've seen it. All my friends have seen it. My wife's seen it. Your girls have seen it. Everybody's seen it. Okay? Let's say somebody robs me and I'm blaming it on you. Okay? And I'm blaming this on you. All right? All my jewelry gets stolen, including that chain that everybody's seen and everybody knows about. You go around in pictures and family pictures and Thanksgiving pictures, flossing the same chain. The people in our inner circle might know what's going on, especially me and you are going to know what's going on. But if you show these pictures to complete strangers, they're not going to know what the hell is going on. Even if they were to see a picture of me flossing that chain and then you flossing it in another Christmas chain picture and you don't tell them what's about, they still won't notice it, Maybe if they stare at it for long enough, for days, hey, why do they have the same chain? They won't even know that I got robbed, right? So this is a personal thing. This is, like they say, an inside joke, all right? Biggie knew Pac was gonna peep these pictures, and he knew it. That's my opinion, y'all. And I know it's far-fetched, and it sounds a little crazy, but life is crazy. And when you're talking about sleeping with my wife, and the billions of people are gonna hear about it, millions are gonna hear about it, believe me, I'm gonna get back at you somehow. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just my opinion. It is completely possible, but again, do your own research. I could be wrong, right? That's just my opinion and what I'm showing you guys. But I really think it is possible, and I really think Big probably did something sneaky like that, because Big was very sneaky. You heard in his music how he threw little jabs at Pac, and you know, in interviews sometimes he threw little words here and there. So I think Big was kind of that kind of cat, somebody to pull something off like this. But y'all let me know. Put your comments down low. Send it to wireduptv4you@gmail.com. Keep your head up, stay blessed, and have great holidays, guys. Sorry we haven't been pumping so many videos, but we're going to get back to it, especially at the beginning of the year. In the words of Smokey from Friday, peace out! And always stay wired up. Peace out, my people. Much love.